Hello and welcome to another exciting Madhubani painting tutorial of the Dasavataram series, and today we are going to make Varaha Avatar of Lord Vishnu. To check all the necessary details, material list and other links, you can always look in the description box below, where you'll also find a link for the same video in Hindi language. So before we begin, do subscribe to my channel and like this video so that we can reach out to more and more people. Now we are going to discuss the material. If you want to skip this part, you can directly go to the 4th minute of this video where we start sketching the border. So I'm using A4 size thick paper for this painting. You can also use canvas or handmade paper if you like. So for sketching, you can either use a waterproof pen, black color, but this is modern medium. If you want to do it traditionally, we are going to use nib in holder because I'm going to show you exactly how to do it traditionally. So this is a nib in holder, just like calligraphy pen. And I keep a tissue handy just in case of any spill. Now, for this nib, what we have to do is we have to dip it in paint or ink. You can use either. I am using acrylic paint. So acrylic paint is a water-based medium, so we have to prepare a solution. So I've poured it in a bowl and I'm going to add water to it. Now, when you're adding water, you have to be very careful, not add too much at a time, very slowly in drops. So here we go. We mix it really well. Just like this. So as I said earlier also, we always discuss the material. So this is for the newcomers to my channel. So I know it is boring for some of you because you watch it again and again in every video. But for the newcomers, it is very important to watch this segment. So as I said, you can always skip the video. You can go to the 4th minute of this video where we start sketching the border design. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Dattanushri, where you can also connect with me, ask me questions or whatever. So here we go. I'm just showing you, the two different mediums, how it works. So the pen is like this, and the nib, we always dip it in ink or paint and sketch the lines. So this is how the two different mediums work. So we are going to use the traditional medium. If you're a beginner and you are not very comfortable with nib, of course you can do this entire thing with pen. Now here we go. I'm just marking with my fingers where exactly my border is going to come. So this is how I move ahead with my border design. First of all, we have to always prepare a frame on all 4 sides. So this is how we go ahead, slowly and gradually, first preparing the frame. And as I said, we have to first sketch the lines. And as you saw, I measured it with my fingers. I'm doing it absolutely freehand. That is the right way to do it. Try not to use scale, pencil, eraser. Keep it aside. If you want to do it traditionally and if you want to learn the authentic form of this folk art, try to do it in this way, freehand. So here we go. You can, practice always on a rough page to be an expert in freehand. It takes time. It takes a lot of time to, master that. But that is the right way to do it. And we should try to learn it that way. If you are not very comfortable, you can always sketch a light line with a pencil using a scale. But then when you are moving your nib or your pen on that line, sketched by a pencil, you should always do it, freehand, so that you get those, not so perfect lines. And that is how beautiful the art looks if it is not so perfect. It looks more raw and folk. So here we go. We are going to first sketch the lines on all 4 sides, these double line frames. As we always do, we are going to do it. And now we are going to do the border design. So this border design we already learned. I did a video exclusively on border designs. So this is the one I'm taking from there. So it is simple 3-petaled lotus flower. Just what you have to do that every time you make the lotus flower, the next one that comes, it is inverted. So it is not going to be in the same direction. We just change the direction. That's it. You can also put it in the same direction if you like, but to make it more interesting, I just change the direction. So we have to just keep inverting it. So here we go. And we have to repeat this on the other side as well. So that is what we are going to do. So on the underside, 3-petaled lotus flower. So here we go. So this is again a new border design that I'm using for my painting, for all the tutorials that I've done. Yeah, but I did this border design exclusively just where we learned the border designs. Now we are going to start the sketch as you see here. So we are going to first start with the face as we always do. And as this is Varaha Avatar of Lord Vishnu, so we don't have the traditional face but a different one like this. So, but the eye we have to keep the same way as we always do, just like a fish with the eyebrow on top. And we are going to now create the mukut on his head as he is the avatar of Lord Vishnu. And ears here to add. So that is what we are going to do. And he's carrying the earth on his face. So this is basically the story where he rescued the earth which was drowned in the ocean. So that is the story we are going to show here. So he's just trying to pull it out of an ocean using his head. That is what we are doing it. So now again we are going to work on the hands. So we first, using a curve, very simple curves. You don't have to complicate things here. Very simple curves. And that is how you will master, this craft doing freehand. If you use simple curves, not very complicated. So here we go. And that's also the authentic way to do it. So that is how we do it. So one hand is just, kind of open as if, he's blessing. The other hand has a different kind of, I have represented chakra in a different form. And then again, the other hand is open on the downside. So basically creating the four hands. And always see I'm using the double lines. So these double lines, you will see the importance when we start filling in colors. And of course, as many of you ask, no, we first don't fill colors. We always first sketch because we are doing it freehand. Of course, we have to first sketch and then fill in colors. So that is the right way. That is the correct procedure how to do it. How to do Madhubani painting. So first, every time the sketch is made and then the colors are filled. So here, the other hand on the right side, he has Shankh. So it is basically my right side, not his, but yeah, on the left hand of Lord Vishnu's Varaha Avatar is a Shankh. This side is Chakra and the two hands are open. So one is in top and bottom. And then the below part I'm creating just kind of a dhoti that he's wearing. So, and here in this hand I'm just trying to add a gada. So this is what we do. Very simple shapes. So this is basically a very, very simple painting that I'm creating. So absolutely doable for the beginners. On this series was also suggested by some of you guys on my channel that you wanted Dashavataram. And that is why I created for you all. And you can always put it in the comment section below, whatever your request is. And I'll try to work on it. I'll try to come up with some paintings or videos for you all. So here we go, adding some details and then the feet. So again, very simple way to create the feet. So here we will add patterns. Now this is something that we have to really note because Madhubani painting has a lot of geometric patterns. So whatever, structures or motifs that you create, you have to fill it with patterns. So as you saw in the dhoti that we created, first I'll just finish the double lines for it. And then the pattern here is basically checks on the top part. And then we usually, the two different motifs will be separated with two different patterns. So basically repetitive patterns and floral motifs, geometric patterns, these are basically the common features of Madhubani painting. And these fine lines, very, very important. These fine lines are used a lot many times. So whatever we are doing is very basic and very, very traditional style. So whoever is trying to create this and wants the authentic traditional style, it's absolutely apt for you, this video. So here we go. We add some floral patterns, very basic patterns, some details in the, the top part. Then again, shading here with fine lines. So these fine lines you can always practice. It comes with practice where you master these fine lines. So again here these 3 circles in a triangular form to fill the pattern on the top. As I said, we separate always with different patterns. So again here in the dhoti on this side, just the direction is changed, that's it. You have to fill the fine lines. And some tiny details to be added here in the mukut. So here you have to be careful. These are a little bit, more minute than the other ones, but it's totally doable. So here we go, some lines, some floral patterns, some different types of patterns to completely fill the top part. So here, then we again add patterns here. So whatever, as I said, motifs you create, you add patterns. Line patterns, circles, these are very commonly used. Again, I'll show you here. So this is how we are done with the main figure, and now we are just working on the background. So for the background, as I said, the story tells you that he is pulling out the earth from the ocean. So I'm trying to create waves and then on top a lotus flower. So these lines where I have done triple lines in wavy form, these shows basically the ocean. So if you have to show any kind of water body, you can show it through these wavy lines. So here we go. We have to continue doing it. So that's how we do it. And we have to repeat this overall, these wavy patterns. Again, on top, and keep repeating these wavy patterns. So you have to always create those parallel lines, those wavy lines parallelly to each other, and we are always doing the 3 lines. You can also do 2 lines or 3 lines. And then randomly I'm going to just place lotus flowers. So just randomly placing lotuses here, and always do the double lines inside the lotuses, because then later you will see when we start filling in colors, these double lines are used to separate the 2 different colors. And it's a very, very common feature of Madhubani painting. So we just randomly placed the lotuses and our sketch is ready, and this is how it should look like once it is done. So now is the time to fill in colors. My favorite part. I start with blue to first cover the background, that is the water. So I have done a little bit lighter version of blue, and I'm going to fill it everywhere in the background. So you have to be careful, and just the top part, leave the top part. The top part you have to leave, and this is how it should look like after filling it with blue. And then we move on to pink for the petals. So here we do the petals here on both sides of the lotus, and again skip the middle part. In middle part there will be a different shade of color. So that all you have to keep in mind once you are filling in colors. So again for these lotuses in the border, we are going to use the same pink, again leaving out the middle part. So that is very, very important to note here. And then for the middle part comes the green. Nice shade of subtle olive green. You can use any shade of green, and as I always say, it is important to learn where to fill in colors. For example, the double lines, they don't have colors, they are left white, and that is how the painting is highlighted or the motif is highlighted. Here we do the orange. So it is important to learn where to fill in colors. Of course, you can use your own colors, your own color combination, and make something new and maybe different. You like subtle colors, maybe you don't like such bright colors, so you can have your own choice of colors. Again, green here in the earth, and here you have to be very careful while filling the blue. I just left a little bit white gap between those green parts so that it becomes highlighted. So you have to be a little bit careful. You have to use a thinner brush. I usually use 0-1 very thin brush, round brushes. So those help me to be precise and go through these minute details And as you know that we have to first sketch and then fill in colors, so it is very, very difficult to not come, with the paint on the black part. Sometimes you may, by mistake put it on that, but do not worry, just keep doing it. In the end, you can always correct it. You can repeat the black part, with a pen, or you can always correct it. So here we go. We are just using the green, pink, yellow. That's the main combination that we are going to use everywhere today for this painting. And as always, I'm going to put the painting in the end for you all to see, to refer to. And we move on with the pink. So you can see the painting in the end, or you can also, as I said, follow me on Instagram and see my other paintings as well. I always post my personal artworks, my personal collection, and the ones that I make for tutorials. So here we go. We keep moving ahead, and here we are using a very subtle skin color, because I didn't want to mix it with the blue background, so you have to go for a little subtle color. So we have to do the skin color everywhere, and this some few details that we left out. So I'm just using orange, pink, yellow, green. So these are basically the main colors, and that is what I'm combining everywhere, to fill in the accessories, the little details that we missed out. So our painting is almost done. Do let me know in the comment section below if you have some requests, or how do you think this painting turned out to be. And do like this video if you like watching my channel and you like my tutorials. So thank you so much for watching this video, and we are done with the painting. So this is how it should look like after your painting is done. Thank you so much once again. Stay safe. I'll see you again next week. Bye.